Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Unfiltered Podcast. We are your host, Marco Barella.
And Troy Scherzer.
For our first thing off, I want to get this out of the way because it's probably, if it sounds a little different, it's because for the first time we are not in person doing these. We are doing this over a Discord call. So if it sounds different, bear with us. This is, I think at the time of recording this, I think
You know.
snowstorm, I believe, right? How many inches we're gonna get?
Yeah, it's snowing right now outside.
It said 4 to 6
And
inches,
I popped
right?
my fucking tire.
Did
a
you
fucking
actually?
pothole on the day of the Super Bowl. Driving home, hit a pothole. Had to pull over and put on the spare.
Well, isn't that a
Another
nice Super Bowl gift?
$200 for the tire.
Maybe it's karma for talking about that fat woman we talked about. That's gotta be what it is. But if it sounds different, bear with us. We're not gonna miss our weekly uploads. We're sticking to the grind. We're doing this for y'all.
Yes, sir.
But ladies and gentlemen, congratulations
Hold on. I knew what you're gonna do. Ready? I got something cooked up. Ready for this?
Oh boy. I can't hear anything. Are you playing the fucking Go Eagles Fly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah! I had zero doubt. Look at us now. It was 36-0. It was 36-34. I don't fucking care.
It was 24-0 by the halftime.
Blown out. They didn't get a fucking score to the end of the third quarter. Oh yeah, the Chiefs are gonna run all over. Dude, we had more points than they had yards in the first half. We had 24 points. Patrick Mahomes had 23 yards. The fuck are you talking about? They got belt to ass.
I mean, was there any doubt heading into this? No, was there any doubt?
Heading in, I thought, all right, Chiefs are a good team, Eagles a good team, let's see what happens. And then you had both teams go 4-0. I was like, oh God, is this going to be another like Rams Patriots Super Bowl where it was 12-9 for the final score? Nah. Next time Eagles got the ball, little nice, what was it? A little nice pats to Watson just on the 1 yard line. And then a little tush push action.
I mean, I'm being honest. I was not expecting. I was expecting a close. Like the last time they played in the Super Bowl was like 40-42 or something like that.
Yeah.
I was expecting something like that, but it was like the first quarter and it was like 17-0, and then it was like I said in the halftime it was like 24-0. I'm like, okay,
24-0. Yep. And they got the 30-0, and then I think it was 36-0, and then they finally scored on a worthy just bolting for the end zone.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes, did really well, but Patty Mahomes was getting fucking bullied, and I love it. It was so fun to see.
The Eagles put in their second string in the fourth quarter, so that was how bad they were getting their ass beat. They literally put it in their backups.
I wanted to see Carson Wentz come in just for the memes to see faces.
I was hoping maybe
because they showed a shot of him and Patrick Mahomes talking. That was hilarious. I mean, honestly, it's like putting an out of position play on the mound in baseball. Might as well put on your backup quarterback. You know what I mean? Just for the memes. But that was
let him get a chance.
That was unexpected, and I'm not gonna lie. I was a really good Super Bowl. I'm not an Eagles fan, but I think everybody and their mama wanted the Chiefs to lose. If you're not from Kansas City, everybody and their mama wanted to watch the Chiefs lose.
Yeah. We have it.
I mean, win or lose.
Fan base.
Exactly. I was going to say, win or lose, Philadelphia was going to get burned to the ground. And, boy.
I thought it was going to be worse. I know, though, I saw after pictures, after everybody was on Broadway after the win, or Broad Street. Yeah, there was a couple of windows bashed in.
I mean, I've been seeing clips on TikTok, like the mayor, please do not climb the poles, and then the next clip is them just fucking carrying it around like it's a trophy. You didn't say nothing about taking it off the ground. You didn't say that. I mean, holy shit.
New Orleans, they greased their poles for the first time in history because Eagles fans are out of their mind.
Dude, the moment They were doing the
It was
tunnel
hilarious.
entrances. They had John Hamm do for the Chiefs. Everybody was boo, and I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting this many boos because it's in New Orleans, it's not in Kansas City or Philly. And then they had Bradley Cooper introduce the Eagles, and then the stadium went roaring.
Well,
They
they said it was like 70% Eagles. It was
yeah,
5-1, if I'm not mistaken, for Eagles
Jesus.
fans to Chiefs fans. It was a little bit of a landslide when it came to the fans.
They
Though Eagles travel well. That's the thing. They've always traveled well, and they probably always will travel well.
holy
They
cow,
find out, oh,
man.
it's across country. Who cares? We're out there.
The Birds Nation, baby. The Birds Nation is
The Birds
strong.
Nation.
I,
Yeah,
it,
baby.
like I said, but as someone who, as I'm asking you, because I'm not a Phillies fan.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
are we so fascinated on destroying our city, no matter the outcome?
I
Why?
don't think it's well, I don't think it's we want to destroy the city. I think it's just got a bunch of drunk kids running around and they think, "Oh, I see a window that's not broken. Let me break it."
I mean, it's a perfect
We just
opportunity
got
to loot
we have a lot
shit.
of stupid people when they get drunk, so
I
not much
mean,
you can do about that.
I get it, and I had this kind of sort of mini debate with my mom the other day. Is that my mom said Phillies fans wouldn't do this. I was like, if the Phillies won the World Series, they wouldn't do this. I really doubt that. I really think there's like a 99% chance if you're an Eagles fan, you're a Phillies fan. Henceforth, it
Yeah.
would be the same reaction. Phillies gonna burn if the Phillies win the
Now,
World Series.
now, mind you, when the Phillies made it to the World Series in 2022,
Yep.
everybody rushed Broad Street, and it wasn't half as bad as when the Eagles made the Super Bowl this year.
I think yeah. I think
You got
baseball.
people
I mean
letting off guns.
football.
A kid died, by the way. A kid
Yeah.
died because he fell off a light pole.
That's I don't want to obviously speak ill of the dead, but that's
Which
just
is
so
terrible.
sad. That's so imagine getting that phone call from the school saying that your son died because he was celebrating on a pole. Like that just doesn't sit well with me.
That's fucking fun.
Okay, alrighty.
It's a shame he died,
It
but
is. Thought my
yeah,
thoughts are
your
pressure with the
son
family.
climbed on top of a telephone pole and then fell off because he was
Like
partying because the Eagles made the Super Bowl.
at that point, and
If you're
now
gonna
he
go
can't,
out, that's
and
one
now
way
he
to go out
can't. I
celebrating.
mean, yeah. I mean now, but he doesn't see them win. He didn't get to see them win, which
I
sucks.
know that's a shame. That is
He
a
did it.
shame. He was.
He
Don't worry. He
celebrated.
was above us. He was watching the whole game. He was there.
That's true. He was there in spirit. I mean, obviously, thoughts and
Exactly.
prayers to the family. That's just absolutely tragic. But stuff like that, right? I mean, I obviously I get it. If the Mets would have won the World Series, I would have been absolutely fucking hyped. But I'm not destroying New York for the hype. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I understand that.
But it was a very I was not expecting that. I was expecting a nice tight knit game, back and forth. No, but you literally said it best. This was belt to ass combat.
It was bad.
This
Though,
was an absolute blowout.
yeah, there was a report though. They're looking into the Chiefs owner's wife, and they also suspended, I believe, 8 or 9 refs after the AFC Championship game for supposedly the Chiefs owner's wife paying the refs.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, bro. No way. They're already
Very
accusing
close game.
accusations.
A lot of fuck yeah, dude. After this point, because look at this way, AFC Championship. There was a lot of fucking calls that weren't called, were called. It was
That's the Bills and Chiefs,
you get
right?
to the Super Bowl after it comes out about the Chiefs owner's wife paying the refs, and then you see how bad they got beat.
Yeah. I was literally joking the
And
entire
it's like,
night.
wait a minute. Something isn't right.
I was joking the entire
It comes
night
out.
that
Yeah. It comes out, and now we got the game after that. They got whooped so bad. Almost like when they played the Bucks and the Bucks beat them that one year. Their O-line sucked. They couldn't hold because anytime they held, they would get called on it. So then they stopped holding, which they can't defend if they couldn't hold. And then you got Pat Mahomes. He was pressured like 42, 43 times. He was sacked 6 times, one less of the Super Bowl record. Number one,
Jesus.
if anybody should have got MVP, it should have been the Eagles defense.
I was gonna ask you.
That
Yeah.
was probably, if not one of the best defense performances of all time. That game.
You think
That
so?
was,
Wow.
dude. It was, especially in a big moment like that. They were unstoppable. Held them to Pat Mahomes had 23 yards in the first half. What?
Yeah, honestly,
No defense has ever done that. And then we do that in the big game. Number one, shout out Cooper DeJean. For his birthday, he
Cooper.
got a pick six on his birthday.
It was Cooper and
Shout out to him.
Saquon, right? It was Cooper Saquon's birthday.
Yep. Unfortunately, Saquon didn't get in, which I had a bet on
Oh yeah,
Saquon getting in,
dude.
but is
They
what
were
it is.
targeting me. The Chiefs were
Well, yeah.
terrified of fucking Saquon.
Well, it seemed like that was their whole game plan. Load the line and don't let Saquon get yards. Well,
Yeah.
their secondary lacks so hard because of that, and we were throwing all over them.
I mean,
They just didn't
yeah.
plan very. I thought maybe there was going to be a second half adjustment. They're going to get some points on the board, maybe come back a little bit, and then have a normal game. No, another fucking touchdown or two and a bunch of field goals. It's like 34-36 nothing, and then they finally score at the end of the third. It was like 3 minutes remaining.
I mean,
It
yeah, like it
it
was
was despicable.
bad.
And then it was what? I think it was like 36-6 because they went for the 2 points and missed.
Yeah.
As an Eagles fan, it was a great game. As a Chiefs fan, I'd
People
be a
are
little
like
worried.
saying this is not the end of the dynasty. The dynasty is not dead. I'm like, you got your fucking shit crumbled in the biggest stage.
Yeah.
All the hype talk. I mean, obviously the Chiefs were the head-on favorites. I'm sure, like on this betting app, like the Chiefs were higher than the Eagles.
Oh, 100,
But
yeah,
like,
right in the beginning. So it was in betting odds, it was minus 110 when it came to the money line. It was minus 110 Chiefs plus 100 Eagles, which means the Chiefs were favored to win. So I bet on it. I put $40 on the game and I won 80 because the Eagles won.
ooh, look at that.
And then it
Speaking
was.
of, we'll get
Sorry, hold on. Give me one sec. What did you say?
No, say continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say after the first score or second score, it went to like Chiefs plus 500,
Oh my
Eagles minus 300. Like the odds like really badly flipped. It was like usually you see that at the end of a game or like after halftime where a team's getting blown out, but it was after the first or second score the odds switched like that.
That
That
is
was crazy.
insane. What? But I was gonna
Anyway,
say is that money wise, it was a very good night for my family. So my family had 3 party pools going on. I forgot what the word is, but basically, what's the score would
parlay.
be? It's not similar to that. Like it's with a bunch of people and it's a big ass square. And you pick what square you want. You know what I'm talking about? What's that called?
I don't know. I'm not sure. To be honest with you.
Tweaking. I feel so bad, but basically, you pick a square and whatever like the number like 3, 4, and that's like so and so needs to get a touchdown or so or like something like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that my nonna grandmother won $800
Cool.
and my mom won $350. So we're gonna go out
How
to
much did they
9.
put on the game?
So I think the final prize pool there was 3 of them. There's one for my dad's work. There was one for Stray Network Animal Rescue. This is the rescue that my mom used to volunteer at. And then the other one was my dad's barber. He had a bunch of people do a bunch of like so there was
Okay.
multiple ones for like certain prize pool, but like some of them were 500, some of them were 800. So needless to say, it was a really good Super Bowl for my grandmom and my mom.
Oh yeah,
I'm very
that was
jealous.
nice.
One of the questions I wanted to ask you, and as someone who put yourself at like a third person perspective, obviously you're gonna be a little biased because you're an Eagles fan, but as someone who isn't either, how would you rate the Super Bowl? Like, how would you like rate the intensity? How would you rate the actual game itself?
Even though I'm an Eagles fan, I definitely give the game like an 8, 8.5, just because it was an elite showing of the Eagles. Yes, the Chiefs didn't look good, but the Eagles played phenomenally. I, I'm not trying to be biased, but they had an amazing game. That defense was a lockdown. Like if they didn't held them to 23 yards, I'd be like, okay, it wasn't bad. But that's an elite showing. That's probably one of the best defensive performances of all time. So I think
I was,
definitely the
yeah.
game was like an 8.5,
I
just
would say the
because
same, yeah.
everybody was thinking the Chiefs were gonna get sorry, the Chiefs were gonna destroy the Eagles or this or that. Yeah, it was. I
It
definitely said
was definitely good.
the Chiefs did not show up, and the Eagles did show up.
It was super weird to see because I mean, obviously, you see all the hype
What'd you
building
think?
up. I see like all the hype. I think I was gonna say the same thing, right? Because you see obviously as someone who's not heavy into the NFL, but you hear like the funny
Yeah,
rumors and shit, like all the Chiefs and the refs and all that. I mean, that's like that. I get that, but it was really cool
yeah,
to see that. Like, I love when people get proved wrong. And one thing I remembered, and I was telling my friends that it kind of reminded me of when Tom Brady and the Buccaneers faced the Chiefs, and like I remember everyone online was like, "Dude, the defensive line would do nothing." I mean, Patrick Mahomes getting fucked by them. Yeah, I remember everybody complaining that like Patrick Mahomes had no backup when they faced the Buccaneers, and that's why
yeah.
they won. Would you say that? I mean, kind of like correlates a little bit because like
It does. It definitely the O line was lacking. Now compared to the Bucks game, the Eagles did not. Um, they did not blitz once in the entire game. All they did was has the front four, and it showed how much havoc they wrecked up there with just four. They didn't blitz anybody the
yeah.
entire game.
That's insane. I mean, if you're Andy Reid, what would you try to say and or do to like kind of combat the Eagles defense and all that? What would you try to do?
Honestly, it's kind of like they got to reevaluate. They're gonna have to do exactly what they just did a couple years, rebuild, quote unquote, that front line. They just got to figure something out. Um, I don't I don't
I know
want to
it's
say it, but the whole reason the Bucks and the Eagles played them is because they had a too high safety or a high safety. They wouldn't allow any deep balls where Patrick Mahomes is phenomenal at deep ball game, which you saw, which is why Worthy eventually got that score because it was a deep ball. He got past the defender. Now Worthy is quick, so
yeah.
it showed that's where he excels at. And what the Bucks did when they beat him in the Super Bowl, and what the Eagles did both contained him, where he had to do short passes, and with the amount of pressure he was getting with nobody open, he was just getting ran over. Honestly,
Oh
he had
my,
no
yeah.
options. He couldn't do anything.
It felt
What do
really
you think?
satisfying to see Patrick Mahomes gets fucking owned, because obviously
Yeah.
you
Well,
see like it just felt really good for him to get like because I see people on TikTok and Twitter saying like Patrick Mahomes would never survive in the early 2000s of like you have people like Brian Dawkins and you have people like
yeah.
I'm trying to think of fucking players I can't Ray Lewis. You have people like them like Patrick Mahomes would not survive in that day and age of football. Would you? I mean, because like he got humbled. He definitely got humbled in the
Oh,
Super Bowl. I think
100%. They thought they had the game before walking in there.
they were
Also,
so
all the
cocky.
reporters, all the professional analyzers, they all had the Chiefs winning, and then look at what happened.
They
Everybody was
switched.
saying the Chiefs were going to win. Eagles weren't going to do that well. The Eagles might get blown out. It was I forget what his name is. He literally said before the game, like a day or two before, well, that's if they score. And whoever's like, you think they won't score? And he's like, well, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't.
Unbelievable.
I
Unbelievable.
think it's hilarious.
I know you kind of answered it earlier, but who do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think Jalen Hurts deserved the MVP, or do you think somebody else kind of deserved it?
Well, I definitely say Jalen Hurts got the MVP, and rightfully so. If Saquon ran all over them and scored 2, 3
Yeah,
touchdowns, I would definitely say it was Saquon.
I thought he was gonna
But
get it. I'm not gonna
Saquon didn't have a
lie.
touchdown. It was all passing touchdowns. I think he rightfully earned it. Now, if there was a if one of the defenders hit a little bit better, or like had another sack or two for him alone, I would definitely say maybe he deserved it because that defense was phenomenal. But unfortunately, you can't give a defense the MVP. You got to give one person it. So if you had to pick, I would definitely say Jalen Hurts was the biggest star of the game.
I would say so. He made some
What would you
fucking.
say?
Oh, he made some absolute beautiful gem of a throw. I forgot who it was too, but like it was like halfway, like by the 50 mark, or I'm gonna butcher this, but like he threw it really fucking far, and I forgot who was in the end zone, and he dove and catched it. I forgot what was his name, but I mean, like when you, I can't speak because I never played that much football growing up, but like
Yeah.
that, those intense situations where like you're imagining in your head, like the pressure of and the timing of it. I think, I think quarterback has to be one of the most hardest jobs in football. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong, like
100%.
a
You got to
lot
know
of
everything.
yeah, you're in charge. You're the captain. You need to know the play, where someone's gonna go. It's like and I give so much props to quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like that shit's.
Yeah.
I think Jalen definitely deserved it though. I think he proved himself to be. And then you have people like people calling him the worst quarterback, and then you have other people in the beginning of the year like after the Eagles lost 2 games, like fire Nick Sirianni, and people were like
And
shitting on him
yep.
now. Like people gotta trust the process. Especially, I understand that you're seeing your team getting blown out. You want to fire the first person you see, but like, I mean, like you gotta let it play out. If you fail, you fail. But like, you gotta gamble on
Yeah.
your guy, your head guy. You gotta put your faith in him, and that's what I feel like.
Yep.
That's what the Eagles did. I feel like the Chiefs kind of relying on Patrick a little too much. That's why,
A little
obviously,
bit.
I
Yep.
guess because he's the quarterback. I guess, but like, I feel like the chemistry wasn't there. I didn't see the chemistry with the Chiefs compared to the Eagles.
No, I agree. I agree. So I know you were looking forward to this. What do you think about the halftime
Oof,
show?
I loved it. I loved it. I mean, let me
Did you?
get. It wasn't the greatest. I think they were a little better, but it was fucking
Yeah.
phenomenal. I think it was. I know, like I was with my family watching it, and besides my brother, my mom was like, "I don't understand what he's saying. What's this
Oh my
song
lord.
called?" They're trying to do like a deep analysis on Kendrick Lamar. Like, what is this most popular song? I'm like, just watch the show.
That's what a bunch of the people I was with, older folks, were saying. Why is it him? Why isn't it somebody like, like AC/DC or Led Zeppelin? And I was like, well, you
What?
guys are old.
I'm gonna say that's
I told him,
hella old.
you guys are
What?
old. I'm like, he's the number one artist right now. I know you can't understand what he's saying, but some of the songs I agree because I'm like, I don't really like this song, or I don't really
Some of
like
them,
this song,
yeah.
and you can't really understand what he's saying. But then he switched it, he slowed it down, he played Luther, and then the rest.
I
And they're
love
like, you know what, I can
Luther.
understand him now. These are nice,
That's why you had
but like,
like you had Samuel L. Jackson's Uncle Sam to like kind
yeah,
of
I thought
like
it was funny.
there's so much deeper like a deeper of meaning to the halftime show. I'm sure you can see it all over the TikTok, but I don't want to get too much into it. But like it was really well choreographed. The beginning when they all came out of the GNX car, that was really cool. I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god, how many fucking people in that car? Like that was really good. I think obviously there were a couple of Kendrick songs that I wanted him to play. Like I wanted the Baby Keem to show up. You know, you have that.
yeah.
They said that he had a special like guest or a special something, and it was only SZA, I guess, and I guess the little cameo by Mustard, DJ Mustard.
Did you see Serena Williams dancing on the
Yeah,
side?
she was she was crip walking. She, dude, I
She
mean,
was. That was funny.
I was texting the group chat with my friends, right? And we were like just sing the song, sing that song. I think we all know. And he started teasing "Not Like Us,"
Yep.
and I was like, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. No way. And then he just starts doing it, and I'm like, and my favorite part, and it was went super viral of him looking around the camera and he smiled. Hey Drake, I heard you like it young, and he had the biggest fucking grin on his face. I'm like,
Well,
there's no way.
did you see the A on his chest, his big chain?
Yep.
Do you know the symbolization of that?
A
Yep.
minor. Yeah.
I thought it was funny. I didn't realize, so we were like, "What's with the A?" And then we
My
realized
dad,
what the
yeah.
A was about.
I thought it was like an Amazon logo. It looked like the Amazon logo. I was like, the fuck is
What?
that? But On it, dude. Plus
Yeah, that was
plus
good. It was
storytelling.
really good.
That was a
Yeah, it was
phenomenal.
solid. It was solidly put up. I think I agree with that.
Do you think Kendrick was the right choice for the halftime show?
Uh, I think so. I think honestly, I think SZA could have been the main and had Kendrick come on as a guest,
Yeah.
or even or what's her name? Sabrina Carpenter would have been cool. She's
Yeah.
big and hot right now. I don't
No, yeah,
think
she's
Taylor
hot,
Swift
alright.
would have.
Oh, I mean, I keep seeing people saying that she's not gonna do it because she's too much associated with obviously the Chiefs because of Travis.
Correct. Yeah.
People were saying, "Oh well," 'cause I know Kendrick was on a song with Taylor Swift. I don't know if you knew that. There was a Bad Blood remix. You know the song
Oh
"Baby
yeah,
Got
yeah.
Bad."
I
Like,
remember.
people were like, "Oh my God, Taylor's gonna be there," so it's gonna no. I saw it. It
Ain't no
went.
way.
I think it went a little. People were saying because I think it's Jay-Z. His company is in charge of finding people who want to do the halftime show, and people are kind of
Interesting.
getting mad with him because if you notice the past couple of years, it's primarily been rappers, and that no other genre has really gotten the sunlight. And I mean, not
Yeah.
wrong. I saw someone online who had I thought was a good idea. I forgot where is next year's Super Bowl. I know they just announced where the next year's Super Bowl is going to be. Do you remember?
I'm not sure. I didn't see that.
So I have to look it up. But
Those-
I saw um a thing online that if they should do a country one where it's Post Malone, Jelly Roll, and Morgan Wallen. I think
It would be cool to. That's another one. Post Malone would have been cool. It's supposed to be in
Le-
California,
yeah, Levi
the Levi
Stadium.
Stadium for the
Yep.
49ers.
So I mean, they usually like to do someone from that state. Because I know people got mad when Lil Wayne didn't get picked up for this year because he's from New Orleans. But honestly, like I don't want to say I saw Lil Wayne live. He made a little appearance in WrestleMania in Philly, and he sounded fucking dog shit in person. I'm not gonna lie, respectfully.
Yeah.
But I think like I see people like throw their names out. Like you said, Sabrina Carpenter, someone a little younger like Billie Eilish would be not bad at all. You have like I'm not sure if Pitbull's ever done it, or you have all these other. I wouldn't mind having
Yeah,
like
but
a
they're older. They haven't released a
yeah.
lot in a while.
I mean, you have like Usher did it last year. I mean, Usher's kind of an OG in
That's
the
fair.
game.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm wondering though because the 49ers stadium, the Levi Stadium, isn't a dome. It's an open, open top.
Is it open?
It is.
I think I
Makes me
watched a
confused, but
TikTok about the criteria what your stadium needs to be picked. Like, it needs to be
it has to
perfect
be an
football
indoor.
weather. No, 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 no. If it's not indoor, it has to be at least good weather. So, like, I guess California's kind of always hot.
Oh,
I don't know. That's what I saw. I
I
don't
guess, yeah.
like. It has to be an hour distance of a hotel. It needs to be all the staff and people have all these luxury things and shit. It's like really strict, but that's why
Interesting.
you never see the Super Bowl come to Philly because Pennsylvania has shit weather and it's an open stadium.
Well, that's
But
what they're looking to put a top on the Eagles Stadium so then they can host a
really,
Super Bowl. Yeah.
I can see that. I mean,
I think
obviously,
they're gonna start doing it next year, the following or something like
that's
that.
gonna be so fucking hard because obviously, are they just putting a roof on it, or are they gonna like kind of like
Yeah.
remodel it?
No, they're gonna put a roof on. They're gonna put a retractable roof so then you can have it open most times, and then for the Super Bowl you can, pull it over top.
Honestly, all Philly teams should do, even the Phillies. I mean, we both of us know better than
Mm,
you can have all four seasons in one day. It could be rainy, snowy, and like it
that's
gets
fair. Yeah.
chaotic in Pennsylvania, and it always rains out of nowhere, even in the summer. That's when I want to
Yeah.
be like, why? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know if they would be able to put a roof over the Phillies stadium. The way it's set up, it's kind of weird.
It
It has
is,
that low
yeah.
one side where the flag and the scoreboard and everything is, and then the high sides. But I don't know. I feel like that might be problematic.
I mean, you also gotta be careful because you look at Tampa Bay Rays Stadium that just got
Hmm.
demolished in the hurricane. And it's super unfortunate, but like then you have other stadiums like Miami. I went to the Marlins Stadium. They have a retractable roof, and it's really cool
Yeah.
because now what the stadiums can do if it's hot, they can there's just AC blowing in a stadium. I'm like, what? That's the coolest shit
Yeah.
ever. But I
Yeah.
think I mean, how long do you think that's gonna take? Put out a
Probably a year.
retractable.
Probably a
You
year.
think only a year?
Yeah.
I mean,
If
that
they're
stadium is
if they
fucking
really need to
huge.
get done, they'll do it in in the postseason. Or not in the post.
Off
What am I
season.
saying? Not in the postseason. In the off season.
You think so? You're saying right now, if they were to start doing it now, they'll be ready by next season.
If they had plans and they said we're gonna start this day and they were gonna start the day after the Super Bowl, I could see, yeah.
I guess so. I mean, I'm not an
They
architect, obviously, but like
they
something
have
that like,
enough money,
oh yeah,
and I
yeah,
mean, they would honestly they would probably start right after, the AFC Championship game. Just I mean, I guess it all depends on how the Eagles do. If the Eagles do well that season, they're not gonna start it until they're done using the stadium, which, I mean, could run into the end of January, or if it's like an early season and they're or they don't do as well, they don't get home field advantage or get knocked out in the first round, they can start in December
yeah,
or, December or January, at the beginning of January. Then you got like 7 months, 8 months, and they have enough people. And if they're gonna do it, they're gonna, have everything perfectly laid out before they even do it.
yeah. I
It's all
mean,
gonna be
the
ready to
time, the
go, laid
material.
out. The minute they're able to, they're gonna start.
I think that because I remember reading it when Philadelphia, when WrestleMania went to Philly in Lincoln Financial, the
Yeah.
market and the tourism and the amount of money that filled the city. Because obviously it's the same. I'm assuming it's the same thing for the Super Bowl, but if they want to host like the company WWE had to pay money to host WrestleMania in
Yeah.
Lincoln Financial, and not only
Oh,
did they
yeah.
get
Yeah.
all the tourism, and it's gonna be the same thing with the Super Bowl, all the tourism. The city of Philadelphia is gonna get a boatload of money from all like it's good for the actual city that it's in.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
assuming New Orleans got paid bunches of money
Oh,
to
yeah.
host the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and, all the bars and everywhere around were popping for
Yeah,
the week before and the day and the
Airbnbs,
days after.
hotels, what
Exactly. Everything was booked out
the
months in
fucking
advance, and
the cheapest ticket being like 3,600, 6,000 fucking dollars, and for like nosebleed seats.
yeah.
Are you dropping? Would you drop like 3,500 a ticket to see in New Orleans?
Mm, maybe, depending. Mm,
I guess
I don't know.
maybe
Probably not, honestly. Because anymore, if you're in the nosebleeds, you can see better just looking at your TV.
is that
Yeah,
you'd
it's
be
an
more
awesome
comfortable. Yeah,
experience, but
it's a once in a
unless
lifetime
you're
experience, unless you go the
well,
next year if
yeah,
the Eagles
yeah.
were in there again. But yeah,
Oh, 100%, yeah.
that's the thing that is
It's
I
just kind
like.
of yeah.
It was the same way with. I know I keep mentioning it because I'm a nerd about it, but like when I went to WrestleMania, I took the boatload of money. I didn't need to. Like you said, I could have just stayed home and on my couch, eating nice chicken wings and shit. Like I could have, but it
Yeah.
was the memories and the core memory. Like I'm geeking out about it. Like I'm a big wrestling guy, and this was like my main.
Yeah.
Obviously, going to WrestleMania, that's my Super Bowl. WrestleMania is the biggest event of the year. That was my Super Bowl, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
worth it. But at the same time, you gotta be like aware, and you gotta be ready for like the financial fucking struggle afterwards. That you need to
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
work your ass off to recover all the money you just spent.
Yeah, but at least with WrestleMania, you're not spending, 35, 4 grand for the cheapest ticket.
I mean,
You're paying a lot less.
I don't want to say how much I spent on here, but like I spent a good amount for good seats. They weren't horrible. I was not in like the third,
Yeah.
fourth deck and shit.
Give like a range. Give a range,
Yeah.
or around something.
I
Give
wasn't
us
like
something.
it's kind of hard to describe it. It was like so the way it
Here,
was set. What?
I'll ask this. More or less than 1,000 per seat.
More.
Okay. All right.
I'll tell you to
More or
you.
less than 2.
You know, I'll just fucking say I don't give a shit anymore. I spent roughly for both nights. I think
Oh, you went twice. So
I
you
went.
got 2 tickets. It
Yep.
wasn't just 1 ticket.
Yeah. I It
Okay.
was kind of stupid financially to go to both nights, but again, once in a lifetime experience. This is a bucket
Yeah,
list thing for
that's
me to
fair.
do. I think I
Yep.
spent 4 grand on both nights,
With
and
food and stay and
so
everything included or
well,
not?
here's the thing, right? I kind of benefited because it was in Philly. I didn't have to spend money on a hotel. I just drove an hour
Yeah.
and back and forth. Obviously, gas, yes. So I went with my dad, and my dad was super down to go with me because obviously I needed a ride. Plus, he's a semi wrestling fan too. But
Yeah.
on the first night
Okay.
he spent 1,000 or something on his ticket. I spent 1,000 on mine. But my dad said if you want to go to both nights, you're gonna have to pay for my ticket. And I was like, fuck it,
I
I'll do
see.
it.
Okay.
Cause he was my ride, honestly, at the end of the day. Plus, he, like I said, he likes wrestling, so he didn't really fault mine. Um, but yeah, obviously, stadium food is fucking expensive as shit. I think I got a hot dog, a water bottle, and a cup, like a commemorative cup,
Mhm.
like with the that
Yeah.
shit was like $35 or like 40.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you
That makes
fucking shitting
sense.
me?
Yeah. Well,
Especially
honestly, the price for that isn't too bad. You're
what?
talking you bought 3 seats to one of the biggest events, and they were nice
Well,
seats from what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah, they were good.
So, honestly, not that bad. I spent around 700 for 2 nice seats at the Steelers stadium 2, 3 or 4 years ago. So, honestly, I'm not surprised to the Steelers Broncos game way back when.
Ah,
Spent about 7, if not a little bit more for 2 seats. Now, we were 2 rows back from the sideline, so they were good seats.
yeah. Um, I mean, yeah, like I said, like it was one time per. I think I'm pretty sure I financially recovered from spending all that money, but it was so worth it. Honestly, I understand people like on their passions. Like it's stupid. Obviously, I'm not advising anybody to go splat your money. Keep obviously
Yeah,
focus. You can go stupid every once in a while. You can go stupid with money every once in a while. But obviously, if you do it
if
under a manageable, you know,
yeah, if you have the money and it's not gonna hurt you financially, like, put you in, a ditch,
yeah.
you know what?
Make
It's
sure
your
you
money,
have
do what
money
you want
left
with it.
over.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I
Don't blow
mean.
out your life
Don't
savings
put
to go to WrestleMania or Super Bowl.
exactly. Exactly, it's not worth it. Just for one day isn't worth it. Yeah, it's a once in a lifetime, but be in a better financial position. Don't go broke over a one-day event and then it's over and now you got no money, you can't pay rent or whatever the case is. Don't do that.
Exactly. Yeah, oh my. Kind of going back, I never I think I asked you, who do you think
Yeah.
is going to be the Super Bowl halftime show next year, performer next year?
Uh,
Do you think it's going to be like continue to rap, or is he going to change up to do like a little rock, a little bit of hip hop?
I could see Lady Gaga being next year's Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Because she sang I don't think she didn't sing the national anthem. She
She sang a
sang
song. I don't know what
something.
song it
Yeah,
was, but
I forget
I
which
remember,
one it
yeah.
was. Yeah, she sang in there. She's, got the new song with, um,
Bruno
what's his
Mars.
face? Thank you. With Bruno Mars. She has a lot of good older songs, just kind of like Usher. He has a lot of good older songs.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
could see
actually a good.
her maybe taking it.
That's a good call. I see like I think they finally go down a different route next year. I think if not Mike, the combo I said, I think Post Malone. I think Post Malone is I mean, it's in California, so it would really make sense for
Yeah.
him to be in California. I'm trying to think of like I saw if not,
He lives in Utah.
yeah. Well, yeah,
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 Post
you're
Malone
right.
has a house in Utah. He probably has multiple houses, but his main,
I'm
I
gonna
believe, is in Utah.
He's from Austin though. He's from Austin.
Yeah, but he has a house in Utah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Maybe he has asked. Really, also has a house in Austin, but at least a couple years ago, his main was in Utah.
Who knows? I mean, he's rich, so he probably, like you said, he probably has multiple
Yeah,
houses. But
exactly. That's
I
what.
think I saw somebody say either Post Malone or Bad Bunny. I think Bad Bunny will be a good market
Don't do Bad
option.
Bunny.
You don't like
Respectfully,
you don't like
no, I can't understand anything he's saying. He's not speaking English.
You're right, but I
Not
mean I
saying there's anything bad about Hispanic singers.
Yeah, you're right.
80,
I
if not
understand.
90, if not 95% of the people watching the Super Bowl do not speak Spanish. It wouldn't make sense.
I mean, you're not wrong, I guess. I think a lot of the demographic for NFL, I'm not sure I don't have like a pie chart. Obviously, majority are going to be white Americans, but there's also a lot of more ethnicities that watch. I guess you're not wrong. I mean, I know from movies and stuff, he knows English, so he'll probably maybe sing a couple of songs in English, but who knows? I think I want to see Post Malone because obviously you have the two type of Post Malone. You have the his original rap, hip hop Post Malone, and then now you have country Post Malone, which honestly I love both. I'm such a big Post Malone guy.
I agree. Hmm.
I think it'd be super cool, like I said, to see him, Jelly Roll, and Morgan Wallen. That is just such a
That would be a good one.
a
Yeah.
star-studded lineup right there of just country and
Yeah.
because that's the thing with Morgan Wallen is that like he's country, but like he has like that he's not fully country. He has like that hip hop part in
Yeah.
him. But, dude, I
Yeah.
think that'd be
No, that's a
good.
good pull. Another option could be like a Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, like someone younger for the
She's getting real
demographic.
popular, and I could see her doing it. Maybe
Like
depend.
I said,
It all depends.
her.
It's like a Taylor Swift
Yeah,
like option. Like, would they do it? They don't really need to. They don't need that
I mean she's one of the
extra.
biggest
You
names to
know.
have not done it yet.
Yeah.
I saw some people saying that the NFL has tried to got Pink to do it a couple of times. Pink is pretty
Didn't Pink
solid.
do one a couple years ago or no?
No, I don't think she's ever done it. I think
No.
she's refused to do it, or it just hasn't
Okay.
said
Katy
yes to it.
Perry did it a couple
Katy
years
Perry,
ago.
yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, in the 2010s.
Like you said, Sabrina Carpenter or Billie Eilish, someone to get into that younger demographic, more of like more views for the NFL. Like, oh my god, or like Charlie XQ, whatever her name is. I don't know what her name is,
I
but
don't think I don't think Charlie XQC would do it. I don't.
mm,
No offense to her, but I don't think she's big enough. I don't think enough people know about her. Well, people know about her, but I don't think she has a couple good songs, but she doesn't
yeah.
have the resume for it. I don't think yet. Yet, maybe in the future, but I don't think it's yet. I definitely go someone maybe a little bit bigger.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a good
That was
question to
option,
ask. Yeah, I guess that's a question for you guys in the
Yeah. What?
comments down below.
Well. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you?
So you, I know you watch all the commercials. What was your favorite slash least favorite Super Bowl commercial?
Oof.
I paid attention, but I didn't keep a checklist. Oh, this one was great. Oh, this
I mean, yeah,
one's
me neither. But like, I
my favorite.
definitely, it was definitely because I love they're definitely a highlight because you get to see trailers of like especially like Marvel movies that have like I know they released a new trailer for the Thunderbolts. It's like a B
That was
teams
cool. That was a good
Avenger. Yeah,
trailer. Yeah.
that looks good. I can't wait for that. I think they showed one for Captain America movie that's coming out this weekend. I think that
Yeah.
looks really good as well. Some of the favorite ones I liked the Uber Eats one with Matthew McConaughey where he was like, "Oh, food, NFL is just a ploy for get Americans hungry," and then you have like we call it pigskin because of bacon. There's Buffalo because the Buffalo Bills, and you have. I think that was a good one. You seen that one?
I feel like I did, but I don't remember it
We should
honestly.
do a tier list, maybe. That'd be cool to do.
I don't.
Um,
I don't know enough to do a tier list.
what
I was
else?
more focused on the Eagles
Uh,
belt to ass on the Chiefs. Honestly,
you were more interested
that's what
in
I was
Patrick
paying attention
Mahomes
to. I was
getting
just like, oh, this is a
fucked.
great game.
Yeah, you of course you're more pay attention to that. I think there was one. I think it was Coors Light or it was a beer one with William Dafoe. It was like them playing pickleball for beer, and they acted like they
Oh
were
yeah. Oh,
yeah
Michelob Ultra.
yeah
Michelob
yeah. Yeah.
Ultra. Yep, I
They
remember
act
that.
like they were ass, but they were actually just hustling people for fucking Nikola
Yeah.
Ultra. That was fucking
That
hilarious.
was a good one.
Uh, the one where I'm trying to think. Shit. There was one of the sloths where like they acted really I think it was under Uber Eats, ironically. I think it was just a bunch of sloths being slow and doing funny shit. No, it was beer. Fucking shorts was beer. But there were a lot of good ones. I think One of the ones where I was kind of mixed about was I think it was for breast cancer, which on the hindsight, like it's a very important topic to mention and talk about. But they market it as like they just showed us a slideshow of just boobs to get the people's attention, and then
Oh my
it, wa-
god. Yeah, the breast cancer one, I thought was hilarious. That was great.
I'm like, oh hello, what's this about? And then it got super serious. I'm oh shit, I feel bad now. Oh no. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
I
bringing
guess that's the whole point of it, but
yeah, bringing attention. I mean, everybody pays attention to them, but
of
they don't
course,
need
because
more attention
the
towards them,
NFL knows
towards
their
the
demographic.
actual, disease.
And honestly, I'm super like I get it. I'm supportive, obviously, as my mother has breast cancer, so it's a very important topic.
Okay.
Well, had
Yeah.
it. She doesn't have it, but it's a very important topic, and I'm glad they're acknowledging it. But it took me out of like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, holy
Yep.
shit. Do you have any ones in mind that you think of?
I got one in mind.
Oh, brother, I think
I
I know
got
which.
one of my more favorite ones. Definitely was the Kanye getting it at the dentist. Just like last year, we spent all our money on the actual
What
commercial,
a
but not
fucking
on actually
kook.
the film of the commercial.
What a
I
fucking
thought that
crazy
was hilarious.
motherfucker.
He was just sitting there. He just got a new grill, new teeth, and he's like, "I got new teeth.
I
Go check out Easy.com." That was hilarious.
I'm like,
It's
I'm like,
every
there's no
year.
way. He's like, I drop all my money on this. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure he spent $7 or $8 million just for that one, 15-second commercial ad for the fucking Super Bowl, and it was the most bland shit ever. No, like special like graphics. It was just him in a dentist chair. I spent all my money on this commercial, so go to Yeezy.com and why did
Oh, I think that's
NFL?
hilarious. Well, there was they actually pulled up a graphic of the average seat cost, the average commercial cost from I think it was Super Bowl 1 compared to now. And it was like $12 for a seat. No. Yeah, it was like $12 for a seat or for $15 for it was like 45,000 for a commercial. Now the average ticket price is like 5,400 or something like that, and it was 8 million for a 30-second commercial.
I think I saw that. Yeah,
That was hilarious.
it's
It's
fucking.
just funny. You look at that. He just spent like 8 million on that time slot just
It
to put out again
it's
ago. That was hilarious.
it's fucking absurd. It's honestly because like
Yeah, that's
obviously you have the shit that's going on with Kanye West now, which I
yeah.
kind of wanted to get in. Like, if you go on, I'm not sure if it's up anymore, but the only thing that he's selling, I'm not sure if you can say it because we'll probably get demonetized or some
Mm.
shit. But let's just say it was the angry German man's logo that he used
Oh,
in the
oh.
1940s. It's the only thing you could
I think
buy
you could say
on.
his name. We're not like praising him.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure,
The
but
leader of the Nazi party is what we'll say. Everybody knows what that is.
we all exactly we all know.
Yep.
But
But
yeah.
but
So what was I?
well, he put all that out, and then did you see his post at the end of it?
No.
You didn't see the post. He literally said, "For the last 12 hours, I have been posting everything and anything I wanted, as crazy as he could come up with." After 12 hours, he still has his billions. He still has his account and all his followers. He's like, all of it was a joke, and thank you for being a part of the test.
That's
I
bullshit.
love, and then he listed everything that he trashed. He's like, I love all these people and all these demographics. He was like, it was all a joke and it was all a test. He just wanted to see if he could just say whatever he wanted on Twitter and see what it would happen.
I don't
And nothing
think.
happened.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he posted it on his Twitter. At the
I
very end,
I,
he's like, for the last 12 hours, I've been running a test.
I think he's not on Twitter. I think he got his Twitter account banned. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
fucking, I mean, he just straight out tweeted like "fuck Jewish people" and stupid shit like that. I
Yeah.
mean, he literally bought a $7 million Super Bowl commercial just to for that one shirt. Why? And now it's now surfaced at the time of recording this of messages from Kanye West's team, an employee of him saying some of them are stupid as shit, like I can't even say you're ugly as fuck, you pussy ass fuck, like him just like saying much of like anti-Semitic. Like my question is if
Mhm.
NFL clearly knows of Kanye's troubling past, why why even like bother taking the money and giving him a platform to fucking talk? Like I don't
Well,
understand that.
it's $8 million for 15 or 30 seconds. They're not going to allow a commercial, obviously, of him trashing or being anti-Semitic or whatever. They're not going to
Anti-Semitic.
post a video of him being racist, but he's just promoting his company. They're going to take the 8 million. Why would they not?
It's stupid.
For
Honest.
15 or 30 seconds, obviously they're going to take the money.
I mean, like at the same thing, right? Is that like where did the downfall of Kanye begin? Where did it all go wrong? I don't
I
know.
think
Some people
I
say
don't
when
know
his
where it
mom
went
passed.
wrong, but I think the final straw was at the Grammys.
Oh yeah, that's oh brother. That's
Yeah,
a whole different
after
conversation.
here I'll start. What happened at the Grammys, for those of you that aren't aware, is he showed up to it was the Grammys. He showed up to the Grammys uninvited. A lot of people weren't sure I was there. He showed up, everything seemed completely normal. And then a little while in, he got on the red carpet with his wife. Well, his wife was wearing a fur coat in the beginning, whatever. It kind of looked somewhat normal, and then they kind of like whispered to each other, blah blah blah, whatever. And then she dropped the coat, and she was wearing nothing. Well, a skin suit that was completely see through, and you could see everything. Nothing was covered. Everything was out and in full force. And not exactly sure why this happened or what the whole point was. I don't know if it was to promote, his brand or whatever. But then afterwards, he posted and said, "What I forget what his wife's name is. Blank at the Grammys is is the I guess the highest or most searched thing that night, well over just the Grammys." And I guess they just wanted the publicity or they just wanted
Yeah.
the attention. I'm not exactly sure what it was about, but a
It
little
was
bit
a
while
statement.
later they got
It
kicked
was
off,
yeah.
and they couldn't attend the Grammys.
He
They
wasn't
weren't invited
invited.
in the first
Yeah.
place, but
That was the rumor that was going around. I don't know, like, I'm not sure if that's even illegal. I mean, technically, yes, she is wearing something, but like, I've seen like some
I
pretty
don't know.
scandalous dresses in the past. But like, this just takes the fucking cake. Literally, she had cake. Um, but like, I don't know. I mean, this can go on and on about the theories about what the fuck happened to Kanye West. But like,
Yeah,
it sucks because he was like highly proclaimed as one of the greatest rappers of all time. The
well, he
meme,
is.
the
It's he
he
didn't
no,
lose
no,
that
he
title.
is. I mean, but
It
like
just
now you
he's
kind
not a
of.
great person,
I think
is what it is.
this goes beyond separating the art from the artist. I think now he's just like I
He
don't know
lost
what.
his degree in at the College of Art, and I think the College of Art in Chicago. He lost his degree there. They pulled it.
Good. I mean, like it
So
sucks. It sucks to see
we'll see what he
because
does
like
now.
I loved his music, and I still kind of do, but like now it seems like oh shit. And every time I listen to Graduation, like everybody says online, like oh, but he made Graduation. It doesn't matter. He's a fucking
I think it's
asshole.
hilarious. Be completely
It
honest with you.
it is. I love
I
the
think the whole
memes.
situation's
I
just
mean, towards the end of
hilarious.
his Twitter account before it got banned, he was just full on just uploading porn. He was legit just uploading porn to his account. Like there was,
Yeah.
I saw Lana Rhodes getting dicked on his Twitter feed. Like it just
Yeah,
went full on
they're not gonna
haywire.
stop him. I mean,
I mean,
uh,
eventually he did because I don't
freedom
know
of
if
speech at that point.
he's not. I mean, Twitter's full of porn. I guess. I mean, it's not a
It is.
surprise. But I'm
It is.
surprised that someone Kanye's caliber, him posting Twitter porn for the for the fans. I guess. Why? Why? Like he's gonna say it like it's for an experiment. This is what fucking experimenting are you doing that is ruining your career and like any like sponsorships that you had left and they're now gone. Like what are you gaining from this? It
That's funny.
sucks. It's funny and it's sad.
Hey,
It's sad to see the downfall of one of the greatest rappers. But like now, like brother, you need to take more medicine and shut up. You have a
it's
smoking
funny.
hot wife. Just go hang out with her and leave social media alone.
They took him off, so
I wouldn't be surprised if divorce papers are in the future.
I don't know. It seemed like his wife was into it. I wouldn't say that.
People were saying that like she wasn't into it or like she doesn't wasn't a part of it. I don't know. I think
she still does it. That's
she's a model, so I guess like she's used to showing off her body, but not maybe to that. I don't know her work prior to the Grammys, but
she's
maybe
a model.
Yeah, exactly. It was. It's unfortunate to see, but tell me what you guys' favorite Kanye tweet was in the comments down below, because oh boy, there was a lot that I don't think we can say on here. I do not think we can. I think that's
the way I see it. It's hilarious. Yeah, he got kicked off, but you know what?
He was speaking the truth, bro. He hates fat
test,
bitches.
so.
He hated fat bitches. He would have loved her episode last episode.
Yeah. I feel like we can't say anything about that.
Kanye, if you're a legend,
I wonder what happened with her.
Who the fucking
I wonder
rapper?
if that lawsuit went through or not. I haven't looked it up.
Supposedly she went on the Breakfast Club podcast, and you see that clip?
God.
You know what the So she went on. She went on the
I know what it is.
She went on the podcast, and she got there. She sat down. I was like, y'all got a bigger chair? And they showed a clip of them bringing a big ass sofa for her to sit on. I'm like, oh brother, I'm not actually sure.
It's not helping your case.
No, I don't think. And I didn't see anything but the lawsuit. Maybe it went through. Maybe they settled it. But my God, she's definitely gone viral from this. She's probably getting paid a lot more money now because of her. I can see Kanye and her working together on a song soon. Oh man, I think I think that's gonna do it. That's a good ass episode. 57 minutes. Any closing thoughts, Vince?
Lord.
Any expectations for next year for the Eagles?
Go Birds!
Go Birds!
Birds!
Hey, baseball
That's all
season.
I gotta say.
Football season's done. Now it's baseball season, baby. Let's go Mets. Let's go.
I'm supposed to watch.
Bitch, watch baseball. What?
It's the most boring thing to watch. It's cool to go to, but to watch, it's very
faster. They purposely made it more faster for like football games going for too long. If anything, NFL should take notes from the MLB to make their games shorter.
I don't know about that.
But that's a topic for another episode.
Yeah.
If you guys end up enjoying the episode, please consider subscribing. It is free. Ring the bells. Make sure you guys follow the social medias. All in the link in the description down below. Any last thoughts?
Thank you, guys. Troy? No, just thank you guys. Thanks for joining us on another one. Have a great rest of your guys' night.
We love y'all. Peace.
Love you.